At this point, Heavy might be my favorite class to play, but there are just some situations where he's too slow for me to want to use him. And yes, I know that's one of the drawbacks of the class, he's not fast. But then I got to thinking of some unlocks that would allow Heavy to gain some mobility. And that was at least partial inspiration for two of the weapon ideas I got here. Alright, so I keep going back and forth between buffing and nerfing this one. Where it is now is fine, I suppose. I think I do tend to maybe over-nerf some weapons too much, because I'll put one of these videos out and people will be like, that weapon's terrible. But then I was like, yeah, I guess it is, because it has 12 downsides. I also do update these with the feedback in the comments. Not too sure what you or I will do with that information yet, but with this minigun replacement would probably not be a minigun per se, but it would not require any spin up. That means it can fire instantly and you do not have to slow down to use it. And not just this, but it will also fire single high power bullets. Might be a better way to say that, but these bullets will have a base damage of 50. To put that in perspective, the base damage of a minigun's bullet is 9. However, the minigun does fire 4 bullets per unit of ammo, and this would only fire 1. That's a minus 75% bullets per shot. It would also have a minus 150% firing speed, making it only able to fire 4 bullets per second, while the stock minigun could fire 10 units of ammo per second or 40 bullets. And one more thing, this gun will also holster 50% slower. Not a huge deal, but it makes it so you can't take out your sandwich or what have you quite as quickly. I do believe this gun would have the lowest average damage per second of any minigun, and while it would probably not work as well up close, it may have the upper hand at mid or long range. Because at max fall off, that shot still does 25 damage, which is a lot more than the minigun will do at long range. Ooh, another primary weapon. Well, this one's not really a weapon. This wouldn't be a gun or deal damage, so I did want to give Heavy something that wasn't a gun so that, it would change up the playstyle more. Heavy, along with Scout, Pyro, and I guess Spy, were the only classes never to receive some kind of wearable weapons. Soldier has backpacks and boots, Demoman has a backpack, boots, and shields, Engineer with the gunslinger, and Medic and Sniper also have backpacks. And to give a weapon with major passive bonuses, you probably should be able to see that weapon at all times. Heavy has cosmetics that go pretty much anywhere, so I figured, like Demoman, why not give him a similar arm shield thing? Keep in mind this is a minigun replacement, so you're going to have to rely on shotguns and melees. And this shield would increase Heavy's move speed by 20%, making him practically the same speed as the Demoman. That giant shield's going to make Heavy faster, because, that's lighter than the minigun still, right? The shield would also reduce all knockback taken by 50%. And the Heavy already kinda does take less knockback by default, sorta. But this would make you pretty hard to move. You also would have a 30% bonus healing from all sources, meaning 30% more health from packs and medics and dispensers, etc. would heal 30% faster. Alright, okay. Also, 10 health regenerated per second. But like any other kind of regeneration, this rate is decreased if you were just damaged. So it goes down to 1 and then back up to 10 over time. And finally, crouching will activate your shield. Activating the shield will bring you into third person and give you a 50% damage resistance. With the catch being, you cannot attack while shielding. So you become this damage absorbing, slightly moving blob. And while that's the gist of that one, I think it could be a pretty fun weapon, at least. Obviously it's not going to be as good as a minigun, but as long as it can be kind of effective on a pub and it's fun, that's all that really matters. Basically like the Charger Target, it's really nowhere near as good as the Sticky Bomb Launcher, but if it was made competitively viable or on par with stock, it would probably be incredibly annoying. But hey, like the shields on Demoman, they changed the playstyle, they're fun. That's all that needs to be there, right? And this is going to be another one that's mainly for fun, because as long as the gloves of running urgently are not nerfed into the ground, those are always going to be the objectively best melee for, your standard loadout. And alright, so this one is kind of inspired by Little Mac in Smash 4. You know how when you get hit by his jab, you're basically kind of stuck until the attack until it ends? Well, you're not stuck, you can get out of the DI or whatever you want to get into that specific stuff, but you know what I'm getting, trying to explain Smash in TF2 video. Basically, I wanted a weapon with almost guaranteed follow-ups. And then I thought of something pretty cool. When you punch someone with this weapon, you would grapple to them for 2 seconds. Exactly like the Manpower grapple. So you get 2 seconds where you're basically attached to that person. And these gloves, I guess they'd be gloves, would punch 25% faster, and like the Gunslinger, the third successful punch in a row will always crit. So you punch them once, grapple to them, hit them again, and the third time, bam, they're all critted like. Critical hits with this will also deal increased knockback and knock enemies out of grapple. So they end up surviving that third punch crit thing, they're going to be sent pretty far. But unlike Smash, you can shoot Heavy Mac while he's hitting you. If the heavies grapple to you, you can still shoot him off. But this weapon deploys 50% slower and deals 35% less damage. You know, your standard downsides here. And that's all I've got for you today on this heavy idea thing. Next time is going to be the Demolition Man with some actual explosives. Whoa, that's new. And, who knows the next time Heavy's going to get a new weapon, or any class for that matter. Could be soon, but I wouldn't bet on it, honestly. It's a shame. It's a shame, really. Also, I was thinking, like, they're definitely making the game more competitive, and that's good, that's great, that's amazing. But the thing is, if they were to add new weapons, I think that does kind of limit the ideas, I guess. Does that mean they're not going to add weapons that are strictly for fun? Like, for example, the big old shield thing wouldn't exactly be a competitive weapon. And it is kind of a shame if they're going to completely stop making those kind of weapons. But then again, the last weapon that did come out was the panic attack was one of them, and that was a terrible weapon for everything. It still kind of is. It's not amazing. But anyway, it's okay. Alright, yeah, now I'm just rambling, but that's par for the course at this point. I'm spinning a 12-sided die. Why has it only got 12 sides? It's not even 24. I'm not cool enough for that. Did you make it this far? Did you make it this far? Go away. Go away. You didn't say you could listen this far. Anyway, bye. Hopefully you didn't listen this far. Are you still listening? Whoa, your true dedication. There's nothing here for you. You just wasted your time.